Hi everyone, it's Russell here from The Presenter. I hope you're well. This short video is something that is really important if you're going to engage a presentation designer. Now, I see lots of people out there at the moment, especially over the last year or so, who are calling themselves presentation experts or presentation designers. And I want to explain to you, the people that might actually be looking to get one of these so-called experts to improve their presentations, I just want to make this quick video to help you understand what a real presentation designer should really be bringing to the table. So I've got this lovely image in front of me here, and the reason I wanted to show you this in this way, I'm using Prezi video for this example, is that the main reason you should look for a presentation designer is to help get your audience, that's these guys here, over to your destination. That's what we call the audience journey. And it's something that I'm finding a lot of so-called presentation designers are just not putting any consideration into whatsoever. Now, we know very well here at The Presenter that our job, our sole reason for existing as an agency is this. It's to help you get your audience from here, where they are right now, to here. And the very first thing that a presentation designer should be working with you on is your objective. If you engage anybody to improve your presentations and they don't start by asking you what your objective is, then I would maybe look elsewhere. Now, your presentation objective, of course, could be a number of different things, but let's just look at some examples. You might want your audience to understand something by the end of your presentation. So it could be a piece of learning. You want to maybe gain buy-in from your audience, so maybe it's a sales presentation. Again, in sales presentations, you might be looking to create confidence within your audience so that they know that you are a trusted company to work with. And of course, you might just be looking to inspire. If it's an internal presentation, you might just want to inspire your team into some kind of action or new way of working. There are hundreds more different examples, but I think you get the idea. This is the starting point. If anyone starts talking to you, claiming they're a presentation designer, and they don't focus in on those areas first, they literally start talking about PowerPoint and design, then you know that actually they are maybe just an advanced PowerPoint user. And this is something to look out for. So we here at The Presenter realize that this is our mission. We have to bridge the gap. That's why you've come to us. You want our expertise to help you and your audience bridge the gap and get them to this destination. That's what it's all about, full stop. Now, I could end the video there, but I want to go into a bit more detail because we have heard some real horror stories about people claiming to be presentation experts and of course not focusing on those key core elements of a presentation and literally just focusing on the design. Now, those are really people who can use PowerPoint or Prezi to an advanced level, but maybe have never even delivered a presentation in their life. So a lot of disaster stories around that we've heard over the years. So please be very careful when you look to engage with anyone. Now, to help you bridge the gap, there are 5 things that I want to go through with you. The first of them is understanding. Again, I'm not saying that you should work with me or us, but anyone that you speak to build a better presentation for you and your business should have an understanding of the presentation space, not just PowerPoint. So do they know what it's like to deliver a presentation? Have they got experience doing that? Ask them what their past experiences are. You know, make sure they are not just a designer that knows how to use a tool like PowerPoint. The next thing is, of course, goes without saying, creativity. You do want to make sure that if someone has a good understanding, then let's make sure that they have, creativity in abundance. You want your presentation to stand out amongst the crowd. It's got to look better than your competitors. It has to be really, really creative and super visual to engage your audience and help them along this journey. So that goes without saying. Now, the third part of bridging this gap is confidence. And this is something that you might not think about, but one of the things that me and my team are really good at here at The Presenter, we've been doing this now for nearly 10 years. We are confident enough that if a client comes to us and says, we think it should be done this way, we can very nicely push back and just say, well, actually, in our experience, we think you should approach this part of your presentation in this way because of X, Y, Z. Okay, so make sure you have someone with the confidence to push back because they have the understanding and the experience. And that's the next thing I want to talk about, experience. Now, collectively here as a presentation design agency, we have over 50 years of design experience between us. So that covers the creative element. But we've also got over 20 years of presentation delivery experience. And that's something that you need to make sure that you are getting. Maybe not 20 years worth, but if you're engaging with someone, make sure they know what the whole process feels like. Do they really understand, and can they empathize with you on the pressure that you are under, because you are the one that's going to have to deliver this presentation? Or maybe you're building this and you're commissioning a designer on behalf of your chief executive. Maybe they are the one that's delivering this, and so you are really under pressure to deliver an epic presentation for them. So make sure they have experience, and that goes hand in hand with understanding. And of course, you can bridge the gap with creativity and confidence. Now, I said that there was 5 things. This is just 4. The last thing that you should look for if you want to be sure that you are in capable hands, the last thing you should look for is a safety net. Now, again, over the years, we've heard lots of horror stories of people commissioning presentation designers who maybe do have a lot of this experience, but for whatever reason, because they're a freelancer, they work on their own, life gets in the way, things can happen to people that you just can't account for, but there's no safety net. So again, make sure, because presentations are so important and normally so time sensitive as well, make sure you have that safety net. Make sure you ask the person that you're thinking of commissioning, ask them the question, what happens if you get hit by a bus tomorrow? Who's going to pick up this presentation and finish it for us by that deadline that I mentioned? Really, really important to do. And again, here at The Presenter, we always make sure that at least 2 or 3 of our design team are very closely working together and know all of the projects that are going on so that people can step in. And quite often, we have 2, 3, sometimes even 4 designers working on the same presentation at the same time to meet those really, really urgent deadlines. So I wanted to highlight those areas because I think it's so easy to jump onto LinkedIn and type in presentation designer and see someone who's got some nice looking slides on their portfolio, but do they really have skin in the game? Do they have all of these bits of experience? And are you really going to be getting an expert in this space? Now, of course, this is a little bit of a self-promotion as well. If you are looking for the very best in presentation design and training as well, that's something that we provide here, presentation design training and just overall support, then please feel free to check out our website at thepresenter.com. I mentioned earlier, I'm using Prezi Video for this video presentation today. If you would like a free demo of this software or to speak to us about how we can improve your PowerPoint design or move you over to a system like Prezi, then we won't charge you for that consultation. So do please reach out to us. My email address is down here in the bottom right as well. If you've liked the video, drop me an email, comment below. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for lots more presentation tips. So hopefully we'll see you and speak to you soon. Take care.